you think online dating is better or worse than the traditional route of somebody just walking up to you and saying, "Hey, I
feel
would
like
love
we
to
should
grab
ask
some
the whole
coffee."
group that.
Yeah,
I
ask them.
I miss the traditional route. I'm gonna be very
Yeah.
honest. I was having this conversation with someone the other day. I feel like I like phone conversations, and I
Okay.
feel like online dating, people want to text you to death. I have things to do. Like I don't have time to sit on my phone and text you all the
Yeah.
time. And I just find sometimes we'll text for a little bit and I'm like, hey, do you want to have a phone conversation? And the energy that we had in the text, when it translates to a phone conversation, I'm like, who is this person? So that I'm not going to waste my time
Mm,
and meet up with you to
yeah.
be further disappointed. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I feel like people have, yes, there is a sense of convenience. I'm not going to take that away from it. But then I just find that people have gotten so like focused on online dating that they
Yeah.
forget conversations and they forget the old. I miss free after 7 minutes or free after 9. Sit on the phone with me, dedicate a song to me on YouTube. Like I miss that.
Hey, okay, Tammy, I wanted to ask you about that as well. Do you
Yeah.
think online is better or worse than the traditional route of just getting to know somebody?
Yeah, so I kind of have a different perspective on online dating. I see online as, so these apps, social media, all of that, it's just like a medium to meet people, and that's just like a beginning point. So if I meet someone on an app or somebody sends me a DM on Instagram or whatever, that's just the point of contact, and then the intention in my head is to bring it out of that, is
Mm-hmm.
to, if I'm interested, okay, we meet up and whatever, and then to me, by at that point, it becomes just like any other dating scenario, like whether I met you
Hmm.
at happy hour or on an app or whatever. So I don't see it as like better or worse.
Okay.
I think it's what you make it. I think it's the intention of the two people who are involved.
Hmm. I like that. Okay.
I was thinking, because I would think, especially, it'd be different in my mind. I would think for the younger generation, like, or yeah, generation like
Yeah.
early 20s, like this is probably all that they know, so it can be, it's probably, yeah, it's all they know, so it's great. But like for us, who's like what Jareen said, oh, I love that dedicated song on YouTube Premiere, like talking. I mean, I feel like, you know, I don't like, how do you get to know someone just through just a bunch of text messages? Like, don't you guys feel like the vibe of the text message can sometimes be misconstrued? Or
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
what do you guys think?
A good conversation goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Say it again.
Mm-hmm.
Because a good conversation goes a long way. Like I genuinely enjoy those. I could be on the phone at 1 o'clock in the morning and we're talking for 3 hours.
Yes.
Like
Mm-hmm.
that's when you really get to know somebody, because hiding behind a computer screen or hiding behind a phone, like there's, like you said, I mean, there's a filter there.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So you don't always know who you're really talking to until
Mm-hmm.
you actually have a conversation with somebody.
I agree. And I don't want anyone to think that like I believe that there's processes, right? So that we start off texting. But please do not text me week 3, sweetheart. Like week 1, 2.5, like if that's the, and then it's also how consistently are you texting? So it goes back to communication, right? Like are you texting me, good morning, beautiful grand rising queen, and then I hear from you in the evening, like how was your lunch? Like leave me alone, please. I cannot be bothered.